You have probably had the flu once, and then you did not get it again from the same strain. Why? What changed inside your body? Years later, if that exact same virus tries to infect you, your immune system does not have to start from scratch. It recognizes the enemy. It attacks faster. It wins before you even feel sick. This is immunological memory. And it is the reason vaccines work. Welcome to Großdenken, everyone. Today, we are going to explain exactly how your immune system remembers a virus and why that memory can last a lifetime. Please support this science channel by just subscribing. That would mean a great help. The first time a virus enters your body, your immune system has never seen it before. It has to learn from scratch. This takes time, usually a week or two. That is why you feel sick. Here is the key step. Special cells called antigen-presenting cells, like dendritic cells, capture a tiny piece of the virus. They carry it to your lymph nodes and show it to your helper T cells. The helper T cell that recognizes that specific viral piece becomes activated. It then activates two other types of immune cells. First, B cells, which start producing antibodies that stick to the virus and neutralize it. Second, cytotoxic T cells, which find and kill any of your own cells that have already been infected. After the virus is cleared, most of these activated cells die, but a small fraction survives. And these survivors become something remarkable: memory cells. Your immune system now has two types of memory cells dedicated to that specific virus. First, memory B cells. These cells do not produce antibodies right away. They wait. They are stored in your lymph nodes and bone marrow, ready to be reactivated. Some of them differentiate into long-lived plasma cells that continuously produce low levels of antibodies for decades. Second, memory T cells. These come in different flavors. Central memory T cells, TCM, hang out in your lymph nodes, ready to rapidly multiply when needed. Effector memory T cells, TEM, patrol your blood and tissues, ready to attack immediately. Tissue-resident memory T cells, TRM, take up permanent positions in specific tissues, like your lungs or gut, acting as the very first line of defense against reinfection in those locations. Remarkably, these memory cells can last for decades. A 2026 study in Nature Immunology found that antigen-specific memory T cells were still detectable 26 years after a single yellow fever vaccination. That is how long your immune system can remember a virus. Now the same virus tries to infect you again years later. What happens? Within hours, your memory B cells recognize the virus. They divide rapidly and differentiate into antibody-producing plasma cells. Antibodies flood your system. The virus is neutralized before it can establish an infection. Simultaneously, your memory T cells activate. Effector memory T cells already patrolling your tissues start killing infected cells immediately. Central memory T cells multiply and deploy reinforcements. The result? A secondary immune response that is faster, days instead of weeks, stronger, more antibodies, more killer T cells. More precise, the antibodies have higher affinity for the virus. You might not even notice you were exposed. That is immunological memory in action. This is exactly how vaccines work. A vaccine exposes your immune system to a harmless piece of a virus or a weakened or inactivated version of it, without causing disease. Your body goes through the same process. Antigen-presenting cells show the viral piece to your helper T cells. B cells and T cells activate, and then memory cells form. Months or years later, when the real virus shows up, Your immune system already has the blueprint. It attacks before you ever get sick. That is why vaccines are one of the greatest achievements in medical science. They give you immunity without the suffering. So how does your immune system remember a virus? It creates dedicated memory B cells and memory T cells during the first infection. These cells persist for years, even decades, in your lymph nodes, blood, and tissues. When the same virus returns, they launch a faster, stronger attack that stops the infection before it starts. That is your immune system's superpower. And the next time you get a vaccine, you will know exactly what is happening inside your body. You are building memory. Thanks for watching, and hit subscribe for more deep dives into how your body works.